happening. We're going live. Cool. Phone. There we go. to? Listen to Joe Rogan, or I want to listen about aliens. Jesse Michaels is a podcast show. Yes, the Jesse Michaels show I found a couple months ago. It's pretty alien-esque. Probably rock with that. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Sound is good. Hell yeah. Sound is good. Image quality is freaking great. Hell yeah. Really, I just scrolled in the shorts feed and there's somebody flying a simulator, and the image, the video is below the plane. There's 700 people watching and he's just flying a freaking simulator plane. Come on, man. My freaking live stream is way cooler because I'm actually driving in real life. Oh, this isn't a truck simulator. This is real life simulator. This is actual life. Driving truck. That's funny. Oh, what's this next one? Yeah, I'm just a trucker, and this is real life here. Oh, God, she's back. She's bad. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Real life guys, semi-truck driving to North Dakota. Beautiful, misty, shitty weather. It's only about 48 degrees, so not too bad. Oh, we were just in Laredo, Texas yesterday, and it was pretty 90 degrees. Blech. I got out of there quick. I was only there for about 5 hours. It's like, get me the fuck out of here. It was a lot nicer than driving up north in the crazy winter storm shit that I had been for the last 4 months. That got old after a while. My connection might be a little shoddy here for a little bit until I get away from the city, because Starlink works great in the middle of nowhere. one viewer. What are you guys doing up at 2:30 in the morning? Where are you at? What is happening? Let's chat while I drive this big rig up north, baby. I think I'm going to listen to some Jesse Michaels. I'm also live streaming on Midnight Miles ASMR. Midnight Miles ASMR. It's another live stream I have going at the same time, and it is relaxing sleep music. So if you guys are trying to go to sleep, go check out Midnight Miles ASMR so you can get some good rest and be ready for work in the morning or whatever it is you are doing. Check that out. Check out my sister's channel. So yeah, I'm going to listen to a little bit of Jesse Michaels show, a little bit of, let's see, the lone hacker that found NASA's secret space. I saw names of non-terrestrial officers. Man, there's a lot of people coming out about UFOs and stuff. The man sitting on more UFO evidence than anyone else. Huh. Crazy. Thank you for the like. Appreciate it. What are you guys up to? All right, I'm in the middle of nowhere now, so my internet should be great. Yeah, it shouldn't be disconnected anymore. I've got 2 different streams going, so but it shouldn't be an issue. Two viewers, what's up, guys? If you need to go to sleep, if you're trying to get to sleep, go check out my other live stream, Midnight Miles ASMR. There's relaxing sleep music, and it'll help you get some good rest. So you got me blabbering, talking about aliens and shit, or you can just watch the beautiful dark roads and relax and go to sleep. I'm gonna check out some UFO shit. Jesse Michaels, a good channel. He was on Rogan, excuse me, not too long ago. Yeah, kind of came out of nowhere and talks about UFOs, which has been the same. I mean, it's been done forever, but talking about, he's doing an ad right now for Mudwater. Like, yeah, dude, Mudwater's the shit. I used to do that. My ex and I did that for a while. We quit drinking coffee and did that. Pretty expensive though. So this one, he's talking about so apparently this guy on here, the title of it's "This Man Sitting on More UFO Evidence Than Anyone Else, Than Anyone Alive." Haha. Pretty cool. I dig it. Who else wants to see the aliens, guys? I really do. Just throw down a rope, man. I'll just climb up. You don't have to beam me up and erase my memory. I won't tell a soul, dude. Or I can do like ASMR style, relaxing UFO talk. No, we've got another channel, Midnight Miles ASMR, for the sleep, guys. That's for the sleep. You get the same content with a bigger screen, relaxing sleep music behind it. Or if you're trying to wake up, you're starting your day, going to work, rock with me, dude. We're just chilling. Drop a chat, drop a like. This is just early morning chat. I just started my day heading to North Dakota. So if you don't want to hang out with me, or if you want to just watch the beautiful drive, that's cool too. Excuse me, sorry. So these guys are talking about aliens that they saw. What do you guys think? Aliens real? Have you seen any aliens or anything you thought were aliens? You have any sightings yourself? I've never really have. I've sensed maybe or something like that, but I've never actually seen anything like spaceships or beings or anything like that. But unfortunately, that'd be pretty sweet. I freaking love to though. That'd be dope. Way station closed. Oh yeah. Good. Can you guys believe this, man? Live streaming 2 live streams at the same time with Starlink. Oh. So good. Can't wait until Daphne and I, we go hiking in the mountains and climb to the top of a mountain, then we do a fucking live stream up there. Time to hold your shit, dude. It's gonna be crazy. Live Trucker Podcast. Episode Who the Fuck Knows. Watch the show about aliens. There's a lot of evidence that's come up on here, man. Kind of crazy. Oh, my Starlink's going haywire. Come on, man. There it goes. Come on, baby. Don't stop the live stream. Sometimes it disconnects for a sec and then has a hard time coming back, but Please don't do this to me right now. Please. I don't know why my Starlink's going haywire. It's weird. Well, it was working great for a little bit. Oh, Michigan beat Iowa. Hell yeah. Who else is going to work or going to sleep? I wish I could go back to sleep. I could technically. Sounds kind of nice right now. That's what I'm going to start doing. Become a ufologist. Or a ufologist. Let's go search for the aliens. That'd be cool. I'm ready to go back to sleep. Damn. Speed limit out here is 80 mile an hour, dude. Forgot about that. There's a few interstates in America that have 80 mile an hour. Out west, usually, or out west mainly. Wyoming, Utah. that would be more exciting. Time travel rather than aliens from a different planet. I'm just going to turn this podcast on, and hopefully YouTube doesn't take me down.
This is the NASA scientist.
Oh, wow. Good.
So you can see here, if you read the labels here.
Corliss.
Yeah, William Corliss. He wrote this series of books called Source Book Project. Only about enigmas. So here you can see his working papers. Then he passed away, and I contacted this window, and it took me a couple of years.
Was he at all, like, was there any part of his official work at NASA that overlapped with UFOs? No. It was just a hobby?
Yeah. What they look like.
Biological anomalies, mammals. Oh my God, this guy's a genius.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? This is amazing.
We corresponded for many years, then he passed.
Wow.
And then I wrote to his estate.
Yeah.
Got in contact with his son. And his wife was 90 plus. And she started to compile everything in order for us.
Wow.
And we sent 2 pallets from the US.
Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah. And this behind you here is the oldest UFO group in the world. Borderland Science Research Association. BSRA.
What? That's the most interesting UFO organization. Because they knew, they knew about crashes sometimes before they would happen. Like, there's something very interesting about them. They knew more than intelligence in certain cases in the 40s about stuff.
They were first.
So what's their deal? Because they were funded by that guy, the mysterious guy. What's his name? He was like an occultist and like a magician and... And then they had all the early stuff around UFOs before intelligence agencies did.
I went to Eureka, California. I met with this guy in his garage. Packed it all together and sent it back to Sweden.
Wow. And you have Tesla and what is this? Brown and Burridge?
It's probably correspondence.
Who's Brown?
Maybe Thomson Brown. I'm not sure. If you take a look, I don't know.
The Immortal Cell.
Ron
Brown. Oh, it's Townsend Brown.
Yeah, an old one.
Yeah.
If you take a look and see what this is.
It happened to me in the woods. I was hiking solo. New year, no phone, no gear. I was just trying to find myself. That's when I saw it. Something glowing, silent, descending through the trees. A UFO. And stepping out from it wasn't an alien or an android. It was me. But better. Same face, same great hair, but something was different. This guy had perfect posture. He was wearing the perfect jean. And they start at just $79. 6 fits. Sizes for every thigh on this timeline and beyond. Now, 2026 me wears the perfect jeans. They don't crush my thighs or my dreams. They're soft, but dangerous. For a limited time, our listeners get 15% off their first order plus free shipping at theperfectgene.nyc. Or just Google The Perfect Gene and use code Jesse15 for 15% off. That's 15% off for new customers at theperfectgene.nyc with promo code and get the electrokinetic generator. Well, the Borderland Society, they had connections with Brown.
They have some apparatus still left in the garage that I couldn't bring. But I'm not sure if they're functioning. But I think they're still left in Eureka.
Really?
Yeah.
What apparatus?
Yeah, well, I don't really know. It's like big boxes with switches.
Really? What?
Yeah.
I want to check that out. I'm more interested in him than anyone else.
Yeah, I understand. I read the book about him just a couple of months ago.
The Man in Master Gravity?
Yeah.
What did you think?
But it was fascinating.
It's fascinating, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he an interesting man?
So many mysteries around him.
So many mysteries around him.
He was onto something, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think there's something very interesting about him.
Townsend Brown. Townsend Brown.
Townsend Brown.
There's a guy named Townsend Brown.
Okay, Townsend Brown. I want to look that up.
The holy grail of physics involves the unification of the four fundamental forces, which includes finding a missing link between electromagnetism and gravity. Einstein actually spent the latter half of his career trying to solve for this mathematically. It is my belief that this spooky inventor may have experimentally discovered this long-sought link. Which UFO case impacted you the most and changed your life the most?
I grew up with the Barney Bettigan case, of course, and that was hugely important to me. And when I met Betty many years ago in the middle of the 80s, I got a quite new view on her. So it's important to meet with the witnesses.
What was your new view on her when you met with her?
Yeah, well, I was most ufologists, and if you read the books, it says that Bettigan was not interested in UFOs at all before the encounter Deanne had.
Yeah.
But she was.
Really?
And not only that, she told me that she was sitting on the porch together with her I think it was sister, whatever. It was a relative. And something came across in the sky and crashed. And they went out in the field and brought back debris.
What?
From this crash lot.
A few years ago, before this happened, this was in the 50s, I was over here and visiting with family. And long time, we had those watch. But we thought that car was flying very slowly going across the sky. And while we're watching it, it exploded the day of birth. No. We said, no. We said, plane. We turned the radio, we turned on the TV, nothing. Wow. Up to my mother's. My nephew had seen this bird flew down in the sky. And he watched it and it cooled off. He got something. And my sister gave some pieces to me and said, no, we don't know what it is. Maybe I have some friends at the university. Maybe you can get something to analyze. So I had all these pieces. And I had them deposit them on the top shelf. And, I didn't find anybody to analyze. So just before, about 4 days before we left to go on the trip, Bonnie said, we should have stuff on the top shelf. Why don't you throw it away when you use the shelf? Well, I'll tell you some field, put it in the backyard. So I took the pieces, and I threw them in the backyard, and when they dumped the sand, they covered them. About 3 days later, we go on the trip.
Really? Betty Hill?
Yeah, and she brought it
Before her encounter?
Yeah. And everything is still out there in the garden.
Well, so we gotta go to her house.
You must dig there.
I will.
Yeah, it's not
That's-
her house anymore, so...
But it's in New Hampshire?
It's in Portsmouth.
In Portsmouth, New Hampshire? No way.
So that story you can listen to at IFU's website. I have this conversation with her. It's in writing, and you can hear her voice telling this as well. But the bottom line is she was very much into UFO.
That's fascinating. We gotta go dig.
Not the single ufologist really cares about this. They don't want to know this.
Her granddaughter is a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
And I think she's friends with Joe Rogan and has gone on the show. So maybe contact her.
Yeah.
Say, hey, we're the residents of the current house. This is we can go dig and find this thing. You're wearing this epic Betty and Barney Hill.
Oh, geez.
Oh, geez. First abductees, 1961.
No, I know his granddaughter.
Yeah, she Angela Hill, right?
Yeah.
She's a UFC fighter?
Yeah.
so cool.
Crazy.
What did she say?
She did my podcast and didn't tell me until after the podcast was over.
You don't tell Joe
Her
Rogan?
grandfather was Barney Hill. I was like, no, that's mad.
That's
You
amazing.
should do that. She was a lovely lady, I should say. And she told a very interesting story. And also when she drew the object to me, it looks like a box with sharp edges and big windows and a brim, like a hat.
Wow. And you believed her? Did you feel like she was being honest with you?
Yeah, she was absolutely honest with me. And as I said, she was a very nice lady. She treated us with a sponge cake and we were there all the day.
Sponge
and
cake.
So, but it complicated the story.
Yeah. Just for the audience, the core story is in 1961, Betty and Barney Hill, they were an interracial
Sounds
couple.
good right now.
And they were ACLU activists, actually, and they were on a road trip from, I think it was like Niagara Falls, or they were in Canada, and they were coming back down to New Hampshire, and on the way, they see this craft, and it's flying around, and I believe there's audio, and we'll play the audio for the audience, but, like, Barney starts to, like, go after the saucer, like, almost like, it's like he's locked into it. It's like she's afraid and wants to keep going.
And then he's very afraid of that, so he don't want to pursue it.
I'll take it by hand. All right, pull up the top of the way. God, give me his strength. All right, pull him down. God, pull him down. God, if there's like God, give me his strength. You gotta get away.
What the
So
fuck?
anyways, they meet these beings. They say they're from Zeta Reticuli. They have these uniforms on, these little gray beings.
Dude, I want to
that get
meet
taken up
people
on
from
the crowd.
Zeta Reticuli.
Reluctantly, I believe Barney then admits that he samples were taken, like gametes were taken, sperm cells from him. So it almost felt like some sort of like experiment being done on them.
They checked on his teeth and they were false teeth because he had false teeth.
Ah,
And
interesting.
they came running into Betty and asking, oh, what is that?
Interesting.
That's the interesting thing about those aliens. They don't seem to know anything about it. I mean, you should think that they should know.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're in that account, it almost sounds like they're truly trying to figure out what's going on. It's not like it's like this routine thing. They're like,
But they also do this pregnancy test on Betty with a needle. And that was old here at that point, really. I mean, it's not very high tech. Nobody does that anymore. So why do aliens from Zeta Reticuli use a method that is ancient?
What do you think?
I think this is not visitors in that way. And this was only told during hypnosis.
Yes, later hypnotic
They
regression.
never really remembered it in the waking.
So what do you think they had an encounter with?
It's very hard to tell, but I think that all those stories are much more complicated. Much more complicated. She was a firm believer in aliens visiting Earth.
Right.
And she told Barney about her interest in that. And he didn't like that at all.
But it's almost like that interest might have shaded their perception of what happened to them, when in fact what happened to them was much more complicated. I mean, if the being said we're from Zeta Reticuli, that does point.
Well, they didn't say that because that was the star man.
She drew a star
larger
map,
fish
that's
in
right.
the-
Yeah.
And that star map is, of course, you can do that.
They probably just took a lot of drugs.
Right.
So it's not.
But they said we're from another star system.
And she asked about this map on the wall, and they told her that this was commercial lines where they were traveling to make business.
Yeah.
Really.
I believe, have you read American Cosmic by Dana Pasulka, or are you familiar with it?
Yeah.
So she talks about the CBS show Outer Limits playing
That was at that time.
playing 11 days, premiering 11 days before this encounter that Betty and Barney Hill
That
had.
show and the crash metal debris in her cover.
That had happened
So
before.
it's so many things before. So you cannot really be sure exactly how they interpreted things during hypnosis.
Right. Well, Pasulka also says that the aliens in Outer Limits have eyes that wrap around their heads,
Yeah.
and that's what they see as well. So it's almost as if their perception is somewhat shaded by, maybe their preconceived notions and knowledge.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah.
You know, also another weird fact about that case is C.D. Jackson, Charles Douglas Jackson, who ran psychological warfare and was very involved in MKUltra, and then went on to, I believe, give the Zapruder film, which is the film of JFK getting shot with the missing frames. He gives that to Time magazine. He's very involved in sort of perception management for the public. At the time, he's head of the psychological strategy board with Gordon Gray and a few other guys at the time. He goes and visits Betty and Barney Hill a few weeks after their abduction.
Okay.
They're so interesting. It's like, so it was already like, you're talking about the elite of American warfare operations, like, you know, a guy who's very high up in government going to visit these two abductees. So strange in 1961.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
it's not easy.
That's not easy. But I think we have to find that artifact.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you been digging for any other artifacts? Or any other objects?
Yeah, we have here in Sweden. We have up in the north. There was a guy who said that he was a young boy.
Mm-hmm.
He met these craft and aliens outside his house, and he got this thing from them, some sort of metallic tablet, and he hid it on the road. And we went there together with him, trying to find it.
Wow.
But we couldn't find it.
Really? Is there anything? Have you ever found any objects that you think are?
No, we have the only one that I showed you. I mean, things like that, but not a very bona fide smoking gun thing like that.
Do you believe that humans have in their possession, on the civilian side, objects that might be from these beings, whatever entities we're interacting with? Because, as you know, Jacques Vallée publishes his mailing address online.
Yeah.
People will mail him pieces, and recently Gary Nolan just went on Joe Rogan Experience, and you know, one of the pieces came from Ubatuba, Brazil, where this explosion occurred on the beach, and the fishermen.
Magnesium.
Exactly. Magnesium with extremely anomalous isotope
It
ratios.
also read that there were such things at that time.
Well, I think it would have been possible to have created, but you would have needed a centrifuge. And why the hell would somebody with a centrifuge, you know, give a piece of metal to somebody in Brazil on the beach to mail to Jacques? It just feels a little crazy, but...
And why do you build a spaceship with magnesium? It doesn't really... It's not very good to travel in.
Oh, I'll tell you why you'd be in a spaceship with magnesium.
Okay.
Because magnesium bismuth is a high K dielectric. So it stores a lot of electromagnetic charge and it discharges it very quickly. And so if you look at like, you know, my belief is the anti-gravity or gravity manipulation effect is the Byfield-Brown effect, been named after Townsend Brown.
Yeah.
And if you put a high K dielectric insulator in between two capacitors, one negative and one positive electrode, the thrust increases dramatically the higher the K the dielectric. So all of his papers include, it's two things. It's barium, aluminum barium, and magnesium bismuth. And so, and bismuth specifically is this big, really important part. But I don't know, maybe magnesium itself has some issues with it.
Yeah, magnesium itself is not good, but if this alloy maybe something different.
Well, it seems like what he found had it was like micron layers thinner than a human hair.
Bismuth layers less than the human hair. Magnesium samples about 10 times the size of human hair.
And so it's extremely thinly aligned, and I think you get these topological insulators like that where when you excite them, you seem to have electron coherence occur at scale, and you get these very sort of anomalous effects. And you even have aerospace looking into some of these things. So.
And why do they explode over humanity?
So the speculation on Gary Nolan's part is that that was the exhaust. That's almost like the byproduct of the craft, and who knows, you know.
The exhaust should spit out metallic debris.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it something that they're using ratio to accomplish something? Or is it a byproduct of an effect that where they take the natural things and then they're doing something and this ends up being the outcome? And then when they're done with it, they go,
Oh, weird eyes.
and they throw it out.
Do you hope to find a material? Do you think you can?
I hope, of course, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can.
Yeah.
But if there is a report, we will of course go there and try to find it. We have mostly focused on finding recent ghost rocket crashes. I mean, in 1980 there was a landing on an object that sank in a lake up in the very north of Sweden called Dammajärvi. And we have been there. And we have radar returns that something is in the mountain.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Amazing.
Yeah, so
Where are you gonna go look?
we will be there again next year.
That's exciting.
So hopefully we can find something. Two very good witnesses
Wow.
in the middle of the day. And they could see this object coming below 100 meters,
Yeah.
flying over them. They follow it over the lake and it turns around 180
Yeah.
towards them, lands with a splash and sinking, and bubbles are coming up. And then it's gone. And then they take out the camera from their rucksack and take a picture. Of course it's gone. But the is after the object. They go back to Stockholm and contacts the military. And the military's UFO expert at that time, Sture Vickers, he really looks into it, trying to find an explanation. But they couldn't do that. And they sent a helicopter over the lake. And I met one of the pilots, and he told me this is a natural park. You're not allowed to land there. But suddenly one of the passengers felt sick. Yeah. So they lands. And they can see dead fish on the near the shore. So they take the fish with them and think, wow, this is atomic power, some radioactivity, I killed the fish. It was only a parasite. And we found the same dead fish when we came there many years later.
So just a parasite.
Yeah. But
You thought
the
maybe
object
it was
is there. It's 4 meters of mud. And our expert who went with us said, if you see something, it will be not at the bottom of the lake,
Yeah.
but in between, 2 meters. And exactly there, we got this return from an object that is still resting there.
Really?
We don't know what it is, but
But there is some object. Do you know the shape of the object?
no, we only saw it in 2 dimensions. So the next trip we will look in 3 dimensions.
Wow.
We are not allowed to bring anything with us from this national park because it's a national park.
Yeah.
So if we find something, we cannot bring it.
Well, if you need any extra media coverage or help in any way, I would love to come.
I call you.
That sounds amazing.
It is amazing, and this is a very good observation. And we have several cases like that. The object here, like in Norway, flying very low, turning, navigating, landing, sinking.
Interesting. And it always seems to be in water.
Always water. And the thing is, which I didn't really think about until recently, that all those observations around water, of course, people are living there. It's summer, they are out. It's good observation. I mean, they can see over the lake. But not a single one has seen any objects flying over the lake and not landing. Every single observation ends with a crash or a landing, not a flyby.
It's so interesting. Why do you think that is?
I mean, they want to land, they want to crash, they want to pinpoint them, that's for sure. And I'm not sure why they do it.
Do you think it's fuel?
I mean, they're running out of fuel.
No. Do you think water is their fuel?
Oh, you mean that?
Because, you know,
Okay.
the bonds between hydrogen and oxygen, H2O, are impossible to break from a human perspective. But if you were able to amount the energy necessary to break them, then they would be extremely energetic. That would be an extremely energetic reaction that could, you know, power a craft.
It's like
rail.
driving your car into a gas station full power and trying to get some petrol.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, they should land and be there for a while and fly away.
Right.
But they're either crashing straight down
Yeah.
or landing quite hard. And
Yeah, but it might be hard from our perspective, and it might be
you can always say
refueling. I just, who knows, you know? It's interesting. I mean, water just seems like this very important element, you know? The idea that they're transmedium. And it's
very simple. Not a single object has crashed on land in Sweden or Norway.
That's amazing, yeah. The fact that they literally only the ghost rocket phenomenon.
Yeah.
But you're saying, I mean, they do water just seems like this very important element, you know? The idea that they're transmedium. And it's
Yeah.
But you're saying because we talked about this the other week.
Yeah.
You're saying that it's not just the ghost rocket phenomena that only hits the water. You're saying all UFOs have only landed in the water in
Yeah,
Sweden generally.
Sweden, Scandinavia.
In Scandinavia.
Yeah.
So post 46, 47, all UFOs. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this one.
That's so interesting.
And it's all nearly always 11 o'clock, July. Clear weather, hot weather.
That's what you said last time. That's so wild.
So strange.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's definitely some selection bias based on or observer bias because that's when people are in their lake houses.
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
actually it's some flybys.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't. I only see those landings and crashes.
It's so strange.
But we have only a small sample, I mean, maybe 30.
Still, that's
Yeah.
the fact that I mean, that's enough to. That's a really important trend. You were just given access to incredibly sensitive DoD archives here in Sweden.
Yeah.
What did you see?
I've been looking for the files from a very important military, customs, police operation in the early 1970s. They are still to be released in 2040. But I just the other day got the clearance to get them cleared.
And did you see them?
Yeah, I looked through them, but I will get a copy of them in a week or two.
Well, what did you see?
The interesting thing is that I found one observation that I knew the observer, this helicopter pilot. He was on standby looking for the trespassers that were flying in from Norway to Sweden in night time. Very strange object. Sometimes aircraft with no signatures, no lamps, nothing. But this night he got an order to lift and go up to with his helicopter trying to intercept an object coming from Norway. And he and his co-pilot, which I will talk to next week, he was flying 20 meters over the treetops. And it was moonshine, it was snow, so it was very, very good seeing. And suddenly this object coming, flying under the helicopter, over the treetops, in this small passage of 20 meters, and straight up in front of them, an elongated rocket-like thing with no wings, no lights, nothing, and it just flies away. And it told me that I did like this. I lifted my feet because it was so near our helicopter.
Whoa.
And now when I got those documents, I found this report. I could see the radar plot where they are intersecting their plots. And also the notes from the military.
So it's picked up by radar.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
And you see the radar plot where the object is intersecting with this guy's helicopter.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And they land. After this, they're landing.
What?
And the security, the military security personnel comes and debrief them. And he tells the story, and they went away.
What was the shape of the object?